Module 1. The Changing Educational Landscape. Dr. Dinseri Siribody, Deputy Secretary General, Teachers Council of Thailand, describes the challenges of school heads prior to pandemic. First, the emerging technology making learning style to be more digital, using the mobile learning, data analytics, social media, or video conferencing. Second, industrial revolution, just like the 4.0 in Thailand and Malaysia, which means you bringing artificial intelligence. People must have innovative skill and creativity. And third, social and emotional interaction of people. Sustainable development focusing on lifelong learning is the goal of the global context. The change of educational landscape is constantly changing, and as educators, we must know all of this context to be guided on which direction suits our school. We must not focus on one context because as time flies, eventually, this would change. During pandemic, there were 5 unprecedented changes in the region. First, the factors driving changes in education. COVID-19 has brought total change in the educational system. School closure made teachers innovate from face-to-face to alternative or flexible learning modalities. Second, how interconnected and interdependent our societies are. In times of pandemic, educational technology is seen to be the most sought-after system. However, there is a need for contextualization since not all countries have the same internet connectivity. Most countries utilize broadcast printed modules and SMS education. This means no size fits all. Third, what are the emerging imperatives in learning and education? And will this pandemic continue to shift school leadership, technology, partnership, and collaboration? There is a need to enhance capacities of teachers, educators, and school leaders to foster a new environment that can respond quickly to class disruption. And fourth, building back better school systems and teachers. Each country has reopened schools with focus on the safety of the learners and the teachers. As we started with the use of self-learning modules, until we blend it with online distance learning, radio-based instruction, TV-based instruction, until such time that we had unlimited face-to-face classes and hybrid classes, and now the full blast face-to-face classes. And fifth, how school heads effectively promote better governance in post-pandemic world. Every school leader nowadays is equipped with the knowledge and skills on how to innovate when everything goes wrong. When there's a total lockdown, there's no way that we cannot continue learning. What we experienced with the pandemic taught us lessons on how to survive in times of crisis. Here is my work context framework, which shows the interrelatedness of events at different levels that may cause an ever-changing educational landscape. First, at the school level, teachers were not prepared for the alternative delivery mode. The internet connection was not stable and lack of facilities to print self-learning modules. Second, community. Parents were not prepared with the homeschooling. They have no learning spaces at home. Parents do not know how to teach the lessons to their children, and most families have no internet connection. The national level. Teachers were not trained on homeschooling. They have not been trained on remote learning. And most of the teachers don't have stable internet connection at home. And work arrangement was implemented. At the regional Southeast Asia level, schools were mandated to implement remote learning due to pandemic. Global, IATF protocols must be strictly followed for everyone's safety. Staying at home is encouraged. All these things that happen have impact on our school system. Pandemic, it's a cliche, has brought technology closer to the teachers. They have no choice but to engage themselves in it. As the school head, it became one of the challenges that needs to be addressed right then. In order to address the challenges, there should be collaboration among the staff. With proper training and allowing them to understand the situation, everything went smoothly. Nanya Central Elementary School was able to offer online distance learning. Radio-based instruction was offered. Video lessons, which allow the learners to learn on their own schedule within a certain time frame, were developed by the teachers. All the programs and projects were implemented in the midst of pandemic. For the first time in the history of the school, it won a national award for being the second runner-up and new Best Implementing School of Project Watch in 2021. And in 2022, the school was part of the top 5 in the national level. The school also won other awards like Best Virtual Graduation, Best School-Based Learning Continuity Plan Presentation, Best Implementing School in Brigada Escuela, Best Learning Action Cell Implementing School, and Best School-Based Feeding Program. All these awards were received by the school and in the midst of pandemic, and so we were able to surpass the challenges brought by pandemic. Pandemic somehow made me a better leader and brought out the better version of the teachers. This has been Johanna Pilinterna saying, to lead is to innovate. Thank you and God bless.